I saw you do that. I went, that's a great idea. I've been doing it for 10 years and I've never done that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm surprised. If I had this podium, I'd tell you.
No, I've been doing it for 10 years and haven't. Graduates and guests, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to our video screen for a public service announcement.
Congratulations to our 2020 and 2021 graduates. Welcome to the SIU Carbondale Commencement in SIUC Stadium.
Masks should be worn at all times. Grads and guests should go directly to their seats. Please remain seated and 6 feet away from people outside of your household.
During commencement, do not obstruct others' view by standing, holding banners, signs, etc. No noisemakers. Keep cheering and applause short so every name can be heard.
Concessions and restrooms are open. Masks should only be removed to eat or drink after you have returned to your seat. Wash your hands or use hand sanitizer when appropriate. No photos allowed on the field or stage after the ceremony. Please exit in an orderly fashion and meet your graduate outside.
Thank you for being with us today and for your cooperation. We are proud of all our graduates. And remember,
Once a SIUC, always a SIUC.
You betcha, that deserves a round of applause. Well, good morning, everybody. Oh, come on, I thought you were SIUCs. Good morning. Much better. Well, to all of our graduates and guests, welcome to the 145th Southern Illinois University Commencement Exercises. My name is Steve Fallett, and I have the distinct honor of serving as your Master of Ceremonies for you this afternoon. At this time, I'm going to ask you to please rise and remain standing for our processional. First, let's welcome our faculty. And at this time, would you please welcome our honored guests, members of the Chancellor's Cabinet, and our academic leaders. The Grand Marshal this afternoon is Dr. Yu-Ting Lee, who will be carrying the University Mace to be placed in distinction up here on our platform. Dr. Darrell G. Kroner, he is our 2021 recipient of the Scholar Excellence Award, and he is carrying the University Charter, who will also be placing it with distinction up here on our platform. Now, before we begin our ceremony this afternoon, I'm going to ask you to please remain standing at this time. Gentlemen, I'm going to ask that you please remove your caps. As a senior musical theater major and our School of Music soloist, Ellie Dudek is going to be singing and leading us in the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ellie Dudek. Thank you very much, Ellie. Well, this is a very special occasion for you graduates, as well as for your family and friends that are joined with you today. We're going to ask you to please take a moment to reflect on your accomplishments that you did the last 4 or more years here at Southern Illinois University Carbondale, along with those that have helped you along the way and the opportunities that lie ahead for you. Thank you, and you may be seated at this time. It is my pleasure this afternoon to introduce to you my colleagues that are seated up here on the platform. On the center platform, we have Associate Professor of Theater and our honorary reader, Susan Patrick Benson. Our 2021 recipient of the Scholar Excellence Award, Daryl Croner. Our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Ngazi Ezike. Our Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Mira Kamaraju. Our Chancellor of Southern Illinois University, Dr. Austin A. Lane. Our President of the Southern Illinois University System, Dr. Dan Mahoney. Our Grand Marshal and Faculty Senate Executive Council member, Yu-Ting Lee. On the Northeast platform, to my left, your right, our Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Lori Stetler. Our Vice Chancellor for Research, Gary Kinsel. The Associate Chancellor for Diversity, Todd Bryson, the Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, Scott Collins, Associate Dean and Director of our Graduate School, Stephen Shee, and our Graduate Council member, Thomas Shaw. Now, seated on the field with the faculty is our Faculty Marshal, Lizette Chevalier, Associate Provost for Academic Programs. Our interpreters for this afternoon's ceremony include Katie Roberts and Ellen Prize. How about please giving them a big round of applause? And it is now my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the Chancellor of Southern Illinois University Carbondale, Chancellor Austin A. Lane. He has led Southern Illinois University Carbondale since July of 2020. So please welcome and joining Chancellor Austin A. Lane to the podium as he's going to preside over this afternoon's ceremonies.
Good afternoon. On the way out of the 9 o'clock ceremony, the parents, that included grandparents, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, they told me on the way out, this is the 9 o'clock group, that there was no way the 12 o'clock group was going to be louder in their appreciation of what they showed the students here. So let's test this out. On the count of 3, I want every parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle to stand up and show your loved ones some love down here. 1, 2, 3. Let's show them how much you're excited. Let's show them what you, that's right. You can do better than that. I know you want them out of your house. You want them in a job. You can do better than that. Students, I don't know if you caught that some of your parents are cheering a little too hard. All right? They can't wait to get rid of you and get you out there. So take note. So my SIUCs, took a lot of those folks who just cheered for you to get you to this point. Why don't you stand up and give your parents and loved ones a standing ovation and give them some love too? How about that? Well, I am just honored to serve as the Chancellor of Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, and it's good to be here with you in person. It's good to be here with you in person and to celebrate your accomplishments. So all the SIUCs that are out there, we wish you congratulations. Today, I'm pleased to be joined by Dr. Dan Mahoney, President of the Southern Illinois University System. We'd like to invite Dr. Mahoney to the podium to share a few words of congratulations on this special day. Let's give Dr. Mahoney a round of applause.
Well, good afternoon, fellow SIUCs. On behalf of the SIU system, it is my privilege to congratulate our 2021 graduates. Over the last 150 years, over 453,000 people have graduated from one of the institutions in our system. These graduates have had a significant impact on the Southern Illinois region, the state of Illinois, the nation, and the world. And today, you become part of that long tradition of producing outstanding graduates. Graduating from university is a major accomplishment, and everyone who earns a degree faces challenges along the way. However, no group has faced the challenges that you have faced over the last year and a half. But you should be particularly proud that you've persevered to get to this moment and take the time to celebrate all of your accomplishments. I am glad that I get to be here with you in person to celebrate this great moment. Now, as we look to the future for both SIU and for all of you, we're excited about what comes next. We wish you the best of luck in the next chapter of your journey and hope you continue to accomplish great things and to stay connected to SIU and the SIU system. As we say, once a SIUC, always a SIUC. So again, congratulations and best of luck in the future.
Now I would like to introduce the heart and soul of our university, and that's our faculty. For our faculty members here, could you please stand? Let's give them a big round of applause for getting you to this point. And just please keep standing while I just brag on you a little bit. Faculty members play a vital role in the success of our students. They share their passion for knowledge, research, and service because they want to inspire our students. They have challenged you because they know that you can do it. They have mentored and guided you because they know that your education is transformational. Our faculty members take great pride in the success of all of our students. And I would like to ask them again to just wave, and let's give them another round of applause for getting you to this point. Thank you very much. You can be seated. Please note, too, that there are many, many others on this university campus who have helped and facilitated your path to this day. This list includes academic advisors, coaches, mentors, counselors, and student affairs staff. We also want to recognize the dining staff, building service workers, office personnel, public safety officers, and countless others who make this campus special and assist our students every day. Please join me in giving them a big round of applause. Many of them are the folks who greeted you coming in and made sure you had what you need, and we appreciate their efforts. Graduates, yours is one of over 2,000 degrees being awarded and recognized this weekend. As you know, we have graduates from the spring, summer, and fall of 2020 that were unable to walk the stage. Many of them are here this weekend, and we want to welcome them back home. After hours of studying, writing papers, designing in studios, working in labs, and meeting on group projects, you have achieved your goal, and again, congratulations. You will notice many students are wearing medallions and cords symbolizing their many accomplishments: Latin honors, university honors, athletes who have excelled in the classroom. You'll find a full listing of honors listed on page 6 in your commencement program. Traditionally, we would hold an academic excellence ceremony prior to commencement, where we would award honors and celebrate our highest achieving students. Because we were unable to host that event this year, we would like to take a few minutes today to celebrate those students who earned top honors during their academic careers. As you look upon the graduates, you will see many students that achieved greatness in the classroom. This weekend, 1,385 of our graduates earning bachelor's degrees have a 3.5 overall GPA or higher, or completed the University Honors Program. Additionally, there are 101 undergraduate students who have an overall GPA of 4.0, and several are with us at this ceremony. Will all of the degree candidates with a 4.0 GPA please stand and be recognized? What an accomplishment. Please stand. Let's give them a big round of applause. Great job. And stay standing. That's tough to do. That is really tough to do, so hats off to you. Great job. Now, with those undergraduates who achieved the summa cum laude designation by earning a 3.9 or higher GPA, please join the 4.0 graduates. Let's see where they are. Please stand. And my 4.0 students, stay standing. We want to keep seeing you. Yeah, we're just going to add to this as we go. This is your time to shine right now. Yeah, you don't want to sit down on this. Our summa cum laude honorees are wearing gold medallions with their regalia today. And please, I want them to stand as well. But our magna cum laude, these are students that are 3.75 to 3.89. Let's see where they are. If you would please stand. This keeps getting bigger and bigger. And finally, I would like to ask those students who earned the cum laude distinction to please join their peers in standing or waving. Students in this category at a 3.5 to 3.74. Great job. Congratulations to all of you. Great job. Please be seated. In addition to students' excellent academic accomplishments, many of our candidates are active duty military or veterans who have served our country well. Today, they wear red, white, and blue cords. Active duty military or veterans, if you would please stand. If you're here in the audience with us, let's give them a big round of applause for serving our country, taking care of business. We appreciate all you do. I'm sure we also have several Salukis and family that are out there too, active military. Thank you for all you do for our country. In addition to students' excellent academic accomplishments, I want to scroll down a little bit here and talk about our rich history of being a diverse university in race, age, and nationality. The youngest among you is 19, and the oldest is 70. This weekend, there are graduates from 17 countries earning degrees. If you are an international student, would you please stand so that we can recognize you? Let's give them a big round of applause. Great job. It's the beauty of our institution, very diverse. For those that are first in their family to attend college, would you please stand? All right. Great job. What a great accomplishment. I know your family is very proud of you. Great job. Please be seated. I will now ask that Dr. Ngozi Ezike come forward and our provost, Dr. Mira Kamaraju.
I'm pleased to share with you some of the accomplishments of our honorary degree recipient. Dr. Ngozi Ezike is the director of the Illinois Department of Public Health, the first Black woman appointed to lead the 143-year-old state agency. Dr. Ezike is a board-certified internist and pediatrician who previously worked for the Cook County Department of Public Health, where she served for more than 15 years. She also was medical director at the Cook County Juvenile Temporary Detention Center. Prior to joining CCDPH, Dr. Ezike served as Austin Health Center Medical Director, where she actively engaged with the community on a variety of health initiatives. She also has delivered inpatient care at Stroger Hospital and primary and preventive care in community and school-based clinics. Dr. Ezike is a nationally recognized expert in the area of health care within the juvenile detention and justice systems. A graduate of Harvard University and the University of California, San Diego School of Medicine, she is a certified correctional health professional and diplomate of both the American Board of Internal Medicine and the American Board of Pediatrics. She is also an assistant professor of pediatrics at Rush Medical College. An advocate for maintaining work-life balance, particularly in challenging times as we have had this past year, Dr. Ezike is an avid tennis player and reader and is fluent in Spanish and French. Dr. Ezike, a mother of 4, has widely been praised for her dedicated efforts as part of a leadership team within the state of Illinois to address the COVID-19 pandemic and its impact on the citizens of the land of Lincoln. In a profile of her tireless work to protect public health throughout this crisis, a New York Times columnist wrote this: "From the outset, she had her eye trained on the most vulnerable, including essential workers, many of whom are from minority communities. She has incorporated their needs into all of the state's response proposals, from getting PPE to those who need it most, to providing targeted messaging and information. Dr. Ezike herself delivers her updates during the daily news conference in English and Spanish."
Thank you, Dr. Kamaraju. Very impressive. In accordance with this recommendation and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Community Health with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto, and grant this diploma as evidence thereof. It's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Ezike to the podium to accept her degree.
Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you so much for this incredible honor. For first of all, a promise. I promise that I'll be up here for just a couple of minutes and offer just a couple of heartfelt remarks. And here's the kicker: I won't once utter the C word. If I fulfill the promise, and I do intend to, this will probably be the only talk that I've had in the last 16 months to accomplish that. So again, thank you, Chancellor Lane and the Board of Trustees of Southern Illinois University for having me here today. I am truly, truly humbled. I think floored might actually be the more accurate word. I'm floored to accept this honorary doctoral degree in community health. I'm delighted to share the day with the 2021 graduates of SIU and their adoring families. I am absolutely honored to be one of the newest citizens of SIUC Nation. You have indeed given me a blessing that I'll never forget, and that in fact I never ever could have even dreamed of. I have visited Southern Illinois several times before. Southern Illinois was intentionally the very first trip that I made when I became the state's Director of Public Health in February 2019. It is, however, my family's first trip to Southern Illinois, and I even have my mom here who flew in from Los Angeles to be here. Her first flight in over 2 years. So I love you, Mommy, and to all the mothers, whether you physically birthed a child or whether you poured your love and prayers and nurturings into one, I salute you as this is your day and your weekend. Happy Mother's Day weekend. I received this unbelievable honor not for myself, but on behalf of the amazing, incredible team at the Illinois Department of Public Health that works tirelessly all the time, even before 2020, working to protect the people of Illinois and to support every Illinoisan in achieving his or her very best health. Also giving a shout out to the local public health department under my friend Bart, and all of the community, local, and state and federal partners that partner with IDPH to do the amazing work that we do. And of course, that includes our esteemed university partners. I know, as being here with the Health and Human Services group, that these are my peeps. You guys understand that community health, public health is everybody's business. And so I applaud you for choosing this line of work in going forth to promote and grow science for the betterment of all of our communities. Graduation, commencement signals a beginning and not an end, the beginning of a new chapter in your story. And not like a snap story that's only around for 24 hours, but your life's full story. So continue to prepare yourself for the coming chapters, be a continual learner, keep growing, be the best listener you can, be the best communicator you can, be the best supporter you can, especially of those who need it most. That's how you'll be prepared, not for just what you dream of, but to be prepared for the greater possibilities that your imagination today cannot even take you to, but yet might still be your destination. Happy graduation to the class of resiliency, the class of 2021. Thank you, SIUC Nation.
Thank you so much for that, Dr. Ezike. We appreciate all you do, and I had the pleasure of meeting her family before this event. She has a 12-year-old daughter, a 14-year-old daughter, and a 17-year-old daughter that I'm hoping are on their recruiting visit right now, because we're trying to recruit them to be future SIUCs. So I just want to get that plug in. I know your 17-year-olds listening there. So, okay, the next part of the ceremony is the conferring of the master's degrees. Provost Kamaraju.
Associate Dean of the Graduate School, Stephen Shee, please present the candidates for the master's degrees.
Candidates for the degrees: Master of Architecture, Master of Health Administration, Master of Health Informatics, and Master of Science. Will you please rise as you are able? The master's degree is the first graduate degree. Attainment of the master's degree means that the student has acquired advanced knowledge in the field beyond that required for the bachelor's degree and has demonstrated superior achievement in creative and research activities. Chancellor Lang, these candidates, subject to the completion of all requirements established by the university and the graduate school, are recommended to you for the respective degrees.
In accordance with this recommendation and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Will the candidates please be seated, and marshals will be there to direct you to the platform.
Mackenzie Zahner.
The College of Applied Sciences and Arts, Jacques Cadet III.
Applied Sciences and Arts, Braden Mayberry.
Brett M. Bueller.
Brianna Payton.
Vincent T. Hunter.
Audrey Magnoni.
Seth J. Litchon.
Summer Bailey.
Connor Russell.
Pooja Jha.
Kevin M. Zolnirovich.
Akmaladian Asoev.
Luke Johnson.
Khalid Abdullah A. Alamajir.
Jacob Kastner.
Syed Abdul Jabbar.
Dustin D. Wetzel.
Marshawn Tucker.
Luis Salgado.
Vicky Lee Brown.
Christina Pyerhofer.
Sarah Hepper.
Blake Anderson.
Jessica Vicente.
Kathleen M. Shuffett.
Mitchell Stephen Durkis.
Nicholas B. Blasey.
Jacob Schaefer.
Keith A. Hickenbottom. Maria G. Garcia. Uriel Arizamenti. Samaj A. Rogers. Stephen Lewis Tomzik. Irsker Hoskins. Nathan A. Haynes. Alexander A. Pape. Michelle L. Jackson. Laura Rojas. Elijah Smith. Jeremy Aubuchon. Taku Sho. Fabio Pusini. Mikhail Smith.
We will now confer the undergraduate degrees. I will now ask Provost Kamaraju to introduce the Dean.
Dean Scott Collins, College of Health and Human Sciences. Dean Collins, please present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science and Associate of Applied Sciences degrees.
Will the candidates from the College of Applied Sciences and Arts please rise? The candidates of the College of Applied Sciences and Arts are presented for the degrees Associate of Applied Sciences and Bachelor of Science. The degrees are awarded to those who have successfully completed the requirements established by the university and the faculty of the college and its respective departments. Chancellor Lane, these candidates are recommended to you for the respective degrees. Please be seated.
Will all candidates for the associate and bachelor degrees please rise as you are able? Chancellor Lane, these candidates, subject to the completion of all requirements established by the university, are recommended to you for the respective degrees.
In accordance with the recommendation of the deans and faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me of the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, subject to the completion of all requirements, I confer upon you the degrees earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto.
All candidates for the associate and bachelor degrees, please be seated. Candidates for the associate and bachelor degrees will now proceed to the platform as directed by their marshal for receipt of the degree. After receiving the degree, all degree candidates should return to their seats until the recessional begins.
The College of Applied Science and Arts, Tessa Kerouac.
Bachelor of Science in Automotive Technology, Spencer C. Palatavish.
John O'Dowd.
Colin Thomas Volpe.
Eleanor Lursell.
Broderick M. Francis.
Jake Edward Rodriguez.
Sydney S. Courtney.
Jared Fry.
Alexander Wysocki.
Alex Fleming.
Fatima R. Al-Harbi.
Zachary C. Rogers.
Matthew M. Just.
Mark Barcelona.
Cameron K. Pennington.
Vincent M. Schroeder.
Caleb Y. Brazil.
Alex G. Ald.
Brian D. Barton.
Kyle Zeineman.
Colin P. McCauley.
Jalen J. Galloway.
Nicholas C. Walsh.
Zachary Moore.
Braden P. Westoff.
Josue Vasquez.
Michael A. Groot.
Matthew Buck.
Mark B. Emelongs.
Brendan M. Ramsey.
Clara M. Burklow.
Adam Brown.
Grace A. Dada.
Thelonious A. Thomas.
Emma Drager.
Austin M. Reesing.
Brianna M. Carubius.
Bernicelyn Allen.
Anthony Loverher.
Justin Goldsby.
Katie M. Sameh.
Michael D. Olson.
Kylie J. Appleby.
Cristobal Duran.
Cameron M. Horton.
Alejandro Gutierrez.
Connor M. Comrot.
Michael R. Kosherik.
Brian W. Manu.
George H. Gregg.
Zachary J. Williams.
Lucas A. Miller.
Nathan Ehrman.
Gavin R. Boris.
Kyle Houlihan.
Matthew Santos.
Risto Castillo.
Thomas Smith.
Jacob Evans.
Alexander Jablonski.
Abdullah Almadi.
Andrew Bringle.
Asia Deja A. Willis.
Gabriel J. Hassan.
Jacob Little.
Mark E. Laffrey.
Taylor James Trotty.
Jade L. Cochran.
Emily A. Hopkins.
Nicholas James Watson.
Joseph Quattrocchi.
Paige M. Gower.
Justin Schumacher.
Kevin L. Cortopassi.
Jackson Whitaker.
Natalie Fleming.
Daniel W. Black.
Jacob Millay.
Austin B. Courtney.
Rafael Alvarez.
Cameron M. Egler.
Matthew S. Jurak.
Elliot Palm.
Nicholas A. Wright.
Roger L. Verdugo Jr.
Connor J. Mickoff.
Mark Taylor.
Sydney Grassery.
David Hollenbeck.
Corey L. Fry.
Dariel D. Clayton.
Sambawir Sacco.
Courtney Bailey.
Jake Borshevsky.
Megan E. Homan.
Chloe Gibbon.
Victoria M. Muller.
Erica Bubeck.
Thomas E. Berg.
Samantha J. Carano.
Joshua Chandran.
Tamar Mosby.
Zachary J. Urbaniak.
Adriana Valdez.
Justin C. Kuharski.
Benjamin McKay.
Griffin M. Head.
Allison Messonnier.
Jackson Coker.
Jared G. Niemeyer.
Brandon M. Howlett.
Aaron M. Meyer.
Jacob Brake.
Dominic Fasciano.
Jessica Romo.
Alex Luis Alberto Lilly.
James Brookman.
Luke A. Vaughn.
Henry D. Kramer.
Justin L. Gill.
Robert E. Blades.
Brett J. Cordy.
Claudia Noame Garcia.
Lauren M. Bills.
Madison T. Town.
Taylor Lindsay.
Emily R. Bunerkamper.
Aaron Johnson.
Haley Voorhees.
Caitlin Getch.
Kyle S. Sneed.
Noah C.
Alyssa N. Bowen. Nolan S. Warner.
Luis Laredo.
Emily E. Perez.
Haley Moore.
Brooke L. Hudson.
Danielle E. Cookson.
Nicolette G. Carlson.
Trayvon B. Griffin.
Abigail M. Biggs.
Krupa Putel.
Stephanie L. Graham.
Margaret M. Amos.
Gianna Monique Allen.
Madison E. Fink.
Peyton Schultz.
Veronica I. Cahill.
Emily Edwards.
Demi D. Cushman.
Charlie Carlisle.
Sophia Otteson.
Sarah Garing.
Jackson Krigsees.
Hannah Noel Cross.
Carson Slaney.
Mackenzie A. Evans.
Nicholas Osborne.
Kaylee R. Collins.
Isabella Thompson.
Kendall M. Clark.
Rachel Deacon.
Lauren T. Doan.
Molly C. Grass.
Megan E. Thompson.
Sydney R. Savage.
Sydney Ginn.
Ian P. Calips.
Emily A. Koch.
Matthew R. Danielson.
Daniel M. Morgan.
Rachel Kelly.
Mackenzie S. Maxinen.
Michael Vitale.
Nicole M. Yoshino.
Melissa N. Goodwin.
Bailey C. Faber.
Megan Marie Held.
Jessica K. Beal.
Morgan Renee Bennett.
Lindsay L. Cornick.
Patricia Jaworski.
Sina Maibagar.
Ginger Husky.
Alyssa D. Reese.
Kaya Nasinka.
Raina M. Shanky.
Emily Russell.
Amanda L. Crow.
Allie Grace Morris.
Andrea E. Hoover.
Kinsey Harris.
Kennedy P. Shank.
Lexia Brooke Smith.
Benjamin K. Brixton.
Peyton Danielle Clark.
Zhao Liu.
Courtney Colson.
Julian Emmanuel Concepcion Ballester.
Iban Daly.
Amanda K. Fiscus.
Kara Shaw.
Carson J. Beal.
Desiree Wilkins.
Alexander B. Rosamano.
Nathaniel Shirtleff.
Grace K. Whittington. Cameron D. Burgess. Abigail Rose Frankel. Jessica M. Potter. Silas Chapman.
Wada O'Salton.
Alicia N. Berrigan.
Cordell L. Griffin.
Alex L. Grenhoff.
Timothy R. Otter.
Jacqueline Gutierrez.
Casey N. Halbin.
Sarah M. Akers.
Alex D. Blaze.
Carly Hoyer.
Carrie McGuire.
Rebecca Ortiz.
Angela M. Combs.
Miranda Saltzgaber.
McKenna Ray George.
Camille M. Peterson.
Diane Jett.
Jessica R. Morosky.
Colin Zawardo.
Crystal J. Schote.
Timothy J. Mers.
Alexandra Ventura.
Austin P. Murphy.
Erica D. Rolls.
Alex Zasek.
Callie S. Bigham.
Taylor J. Brumley.
Emily N. Bourne.
Darian N. Freeman.
Aaron K. O'Donnell.
Kayla Vanez.
Emily M. Fowler.
Juliet Maldonado.
Vincent Rangel.
Colin J. Tebby.
Owen R. Allen.
Ethan J. Tebby.
Ginger Nicole Sanchez.
Kelly McCullough Beatty.
Balia Spenbakova.
Logan Moses.
Gabriela Ariara Larios.
Alexandria Monks.
Andrea A. Miranda.
Courtney B. Pyle.
Manar Ahmed Mansour. Troy W. Muma.
Ayahung Jong.
Neil J. Brown.
Amber Privet.
Daniel Brown.
Peyton Jennings.
Ben Nickel.
James Y. Shue.
Suchil J. Osario.
Christopher N. Belisaris.
Trent A. Antoine.
Mohammed S. Alafry.
Christopher A. Gittings.
William H. Brahms.
Bronson D. Painter.
Damian I. Pullman. And Brandon Temple.
Well, now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Our graduates and recipients, would you please rise? Let's give them a big round of applause. This is it. They did it. Give it up for them. This is great. You can keep cheering as I read this through. This is a great moment. Tradition has it that until a bachelor's degree is conferred, the tassel must fall to the right of the cap. So now, again, with vocal support, I need to hear the family out there cheer them on. This is it. Graduates, transfer the tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations. That sounds more like Saluki Nation right there. That's good. All right. Well, please be seated. I ask you to please turn your attention to the video board for a welcome message from proud members of the SIU Alumni Association.
We have a saying around here, once a Saluki, always a Saluki. You've been one throughout your career at SIU, and now you get to be one into the future. And what does that mean?
Being one of nearly 250,000 graduates of SIU Carbondale who've been where you've been and share stories and memories just like you.
Wherever you go, you're probably not far from more proud alumni. And all you have to do is put on a hat and a shirt.
We'll find each other. There's a vast network of SIU alumni out in the world making a difference and sharing their successes. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Salukis always take care of Salukis.
We're always thrilled to meet new alumni, making connections with each other, and as well as talking about our experiences at SIU and making a comfortable situation for new Salukis to come, because that is all important to you.
Your time as a student may be ending, but your legacy as a Saluki is just beginning. Make sure to check back in often. See what's happening on the campus. Volunteer to recruit students in future generations. Attend gatherings. Your SIU Alumni Association
is here to keep you connected to all things SIU. Welcome to the alumni family, and remember, once a Saluki, always a Saluki.
Say it along with me. 1, 2, 3. Once a Saluki. There are no truer words that have ever been said. Absoluki. Feel free to use that. All right, in a moment, graduates, we're going to celebrate this event with a special video of our concert choir singing the Southern Alma Mater. After the singing of our alma mater, we all ask that all guests please remain in your seats until the processional is complete. The words and music for the alma mater, feel free to sing along, are printed on page number 3 of our program book. So at this time, would everyone please rise and sing along with the Southern Alma Mater.
You may be seated. Thank you to the School of Music and members of our concert choir for sharing their talents with us, their beautiful voices. I'd also like to thank Gina and Tina and all of our staff. If you can give them another round of applause. They're on number 4 now, I think this is. I think we got a few more to go. I could be wrong, but thanks for all the work that they're doing. On behalf of the faculty and staff of SIU Carbondale, I congratulate each of our graduates. Commencement marks the culmination of your hard work and the beginning of your next adventure. We are glad, we are glad to be able to celebrate this special day with you in person. So glad we can do this in person. Wherever your new SIU degree takes you in the future, please know that you will always be welcome back. We hope you will share your successes with the students who follow you, as well as the other Salukis you meet along the way. Again, what a great day to be a Saluki. Congratulations, and go Dogs.
Graduates, guests, and family of our graduates, we ask that you please remain seated again once our processional is complete. Our graduates, by the way, will recess outside of Saluki Stadium, so that's where you can feel free to meet them outside of our stadium. We do ask that you please be mindful of social distancing and keep your masks on while you take pictures and photos. We do ask you, though, to find other areas throughout the campus. We have one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful campuses in the country here at Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. So please feel free to find another area for a photo that may be a little less crowded. Chancellor, before we end this afternoon's ceremonies, with your permission, I would like to ask the graduates just one final question.
What's that, Steve?
2021 graduates, are you ready?